Also, check me out, boom, bada bang, boom, boom, pa. This is my jersey from Ghana, and it has my name. If you didn't see, too bad. Let's get into the video. I asked ChatGPT that since you took my job as a freelance content writer, what should I do? Let's see. So it starts by telling me, I am really sorry to hear that AI impacted your freelance content writing work. Thank you, GPT. It really did. It impacted my finances, my mental health, because that is directly pegged onto my finances or my ability to or not make money. And physically, of course, these are things that get into you when you're mentally impacted. Of course, that trickles down to your physical health. So thank you very much, my love, for your concern. It's tough, but it is tough. What do you think? It is tough. And even not to lighten this, it is tough when every angle of your life has been affected, because money really does impact how one lives their life. But there are definitely ways to stay, adapt, and stay relevant. That is correct. If you look at this from a positive point of view, staying relevant and staying adapt is the only way someone can overcome this. Staying relevant is however you want to do that, by going into other platforms and looking for work, but also being adaptable to maneuver or pick up something very fast. When this happened, at least for us, we had some time. We could already see that this was going to happen. It had started happening to like translators or writers or actors, because now there are sources or platforms that someone can just come up with B-roll or something like that. So for them, I think it was a long time, or maybe denial, but for us, we already saw it coming. So it's almost like we knew it was something that was going to happen. Still, it's still shocking that it did. So it goes on to provide me with a few ideas to help me pivot and find new opportunities. The pivoting part is especially my favorite part, because I'm looking at it from a point of view that one, I'm able to now take up new challenges, or this is another opportunity for me to go into maybe a different field to find out what is happening right there. When you come from this part of the world, you have no option but to become very, very fluid. You can work from home or you can work outside the home. So to offer specialized services, well, as it is, that was already a specialized service, but let's see. Focus on niches where AI still struggles, and that is a good place to start. These tools have to, in a sort of way, be trained to optimally produce results. So highly technical writing, storytelling, or content that requires deep industry expertise and personal experience. This is a personal favorite because already we're doing that. You have to at least specialize or have in-depth knowledge of what you're writing about to adequately or give optimal work. Storytelling, I like this. That's why I say this is my favorite, because there's a lot of storytelling that is going on right now in content creation when it comes to both video and writing. And I am a big fan of that. I've been consuming it. You can ask, as most people are asking AI to generate a story for them, and then now they humanize it, they give it tonal variation, or they personalize it to their experiences. And I think that is very interesting. Something that someone can venture into and see if you can get something out of it. So your unique perspective can make you stand out. I believe that is true. There are several people who are making a killing due to their ability to become very good storytellers. Their captivity, they're able to lock you in, to rope you in and keep you there simply by their ability to tell a story. A story is told of one of our own, Abel Mutua. He can give you a story that I'm able to give you in 1 minute. He can stretch that story for 10 minutes. For example, I went out took a bus and went to town. He will tell you how he went down the stairs, left the gate, and every other thing up until his experience on the bus, how he felt on the bus, or how he felt on the road, the weather, the smell. And so you see, he's able to stretch that, and from that, he personalizes the experience, other than as opposed to, just I went out and I was on my way to town. You are able to travel with him to town, even if you've not been on that road. So I think that's a good way. Storytelling, we can look into that. The second thing that it says that we can do is editing and refining AI content. So many businesses are using AI to generate content, and obviously now we already are seeing that happening. Some are tedious, but some are very well done, which I have to give it to it. So then it's telling you editing and refining AI content. Of course, now there are platforms that have come up. Like I said, these tools still have to be trained and refined for them to work optimally. So this is an opportunity for people who are in this industry and they feel like AI has replaced them. Refine your skills, and then now you become the master of AI in training. It often needs a human touch to make it engaging and on brand. In future, we're still going to see people wanting personalized content, and of course people requiring expertise. One, people who are working on the background, but of course people who are also working on the foreground, to just give this a human touch. Focus on strategy. If AI can generate the content, human input is still needed for content strategy, planning, and ensuring that it aligns with specific business goals. That is absolutely correct. I believe that there's still a lot to be learned, to be explored in AI, even not necessarily on AI itself, but how you can peg yourself, or you can peg whatever you're doing to AI. Everyone is shouting AI this, AI that. So that is correct. I believe it's correct. Human input is still required. There are still other people in maybe the companies or industries that are going to be required to tweak it and make it their own. So there is that option, but also I'm looking at it from a point of it is going to be cost effective. So now I've moved aside from being the person who was affected by AI and lost their job, and now I'm the person who's now leveraging on AI to optimize results. For strategy and planning, I think it is a good tool that people can use. I have seen people ask AI to generate a year's worth of calendars activity. Others narrow it down to give me a daily routine, and others have seen them ask ChatGPT to generate a shopping list with prices and where to get those items. So I believe we can look at it as on a larger scale, or narrow it down to very minute tasks like giving your to-do list or writing your shopping list for you. The industry is still widely untapped, and even like I said, pegging it on to whatever we can do on the side to just augment the AI itself. There's still very many things that when someone is creative, they can come up with, so that even if someone is not tech savvy and they're working on the side, there's always going to be a problem that you're going to be solving if you're creative enough. And of course, I believe that is something I can do. Consulting or strategic services. Yeah, I don't know about that. So I have other skills that I could use to make money, or I use to make money. But then, if it's saying consider offering consulting or strategic services, this is very common on social media platforms right now. When someone is giving you, let's say, a small piece of information, and they tell you, if you want more, click on my bio, or do this or do that. And like I stated, if you're creative enough, you are still able to make money from this. So I'm just going to be challenged to find out a way to get in to my creative, or my tap into my creativity and find a way again to solve problems, because there's something that someone is always looking for. It might have a fancy name, but it's a problem that exists and they're looking for a solution. Learn new skills, and I agree. Continuously, I am going to be learning something new that is relevant to an industry that I am, or something that is outside of my industry, just so that I'm up to date with how things are. And it's just always a nice thing to learn something new. So it says you might want to expand your skill set to other areas. So yeah, that is very on brand. It's important for you to stay learning, reading, taking webinars, seminars, videos, and things like that. So it says SEO, social media management, or digital marketing. And that is correct. Right now, everyone has a social media presence. So people who are in SEO are doing well. Social media managers, now everyone has embraced social media. But I would assume that everybody else has. I think it's imperative that you should. It's beneficial for you because everyone is looking for everyone online. So there is a gap that needs to be filled in. Social media managers are doing very well right now. And this is a good thing for me because having my prior knowledge in content writing as well as being like a software developer, I am able to now move either into tech. I'm the one who can decide, or I can be aggressive and look for something out there in a field that is still relevant to myself. So there's hope.